Got a new toy, y'all.
You're a big dummy there. I'm not kidding you. You're a big dummy.
And it's probably the last toy I'm gonna buy in this MPC series. And it's not an MPC. The very first beat machine that I've ever purchased is, and if you watch these videos, you know what it is, the ASR-X. And I feel like this is the exact one I had. Like, I saw a lot of the red ones, the pros, and I could have got it, and they're a little bit nicer than these, but I went with the one that I had. I bought it used from the Guitar Center back in, and I've been looking for pictures. And these are the oldest pictures that I could find from 06. Oh man, there's plenty of junk in these pictures. Don't judge me, y'all. Still see the records under the desk, the Stanton turntable. Oh, this is horrible. I was such a slob. Back in 02, 03, and you couldn't have told me at that time, driving this home smiling. Same as when I bought a Grand National a couple years ago. I've always wanted one since the 80s. I was a kid in the 80s. I've always wanted one, and I bought it. I just couldn't stop smiling. And I feel the same way with this. You couldn't have told me I wasn't gonna be the next Dr. Dre, DJ Premier, the next Havoc, Buck Wild, Diamond D. Like, you couldn't have told me that wasn't my future. And of course, it didn't happen that way. I wouldn't be making this video right now. And when I tell you, I don't comment a lot on sound because I know it's subjective. When I tell you this boy sounds great, like the kits that are in here, of course, I've had these kits since I've sold it. I sampled all the sounds out of it, but it wasn't the same. Like, the sounds coming directly from this to the speakers, it sounds great. Great. The only thing is the workflow is a little different, and the sequencer on this is a little, it's one of those things where sometimes things doesn't work the way they should or the way the manuals say they should. Sometimes it's a little different. Sometimes you play a note and it won't record, but you're in record mode. Sometimes it'll play ghost notes, like in places that you weren't even tapping the pads. And that's one of the better things about this. Like, the sequencer is, for lack of a better term, janky. But I love these pads. I love how they're set up in an octave. Like, you got your white keys at the bottom. Of course, they're black on here. But then you got your black keys at the top. So you start with your C, and you got your sharps or flats, and you go all the way down to the B, or I guess another C. So it's a whole octave, and you can go up and down the scale. I like that. I like the effects in this boy. It's just hard getting used to. Like, I picked this up, had it so long ago, more than 20 years ago, but I only had it for maybe a year and a half before I got the MPC 1000 before I got, and this is not the exact one. I bought a new one a couple years ago. Not this one with the screen and the battery, but then I sold this and I saved and saved and saved. Wasn't making a lot of money then. Saved, like, it took a long time to save enough money after selling this on eBay, and eBay was in its infancy then, to buy the ASR-X. I mean, to buy the MPC 1000. I sold this, saved money, bought the 1000, and I never looked back. I've been MPC or DAW or DAW, however you want to pronounce it. But getting back into this, I feel like this could be the exact one I have. I'm having the same problems with these knobs. Like you can turn the value knob, if you turn it too fast, it won't change the value. You have to turn it slow, and sometimes the value will jump way up. The parameter knob, both of them, like I feel like mine 20 years ago was the exact same way. That they're loose right now. But I like it. I like it better than the red one. I don't know. Even back then, like I know the Pro had more features, but even back then I liked the black. There was just something with it. This is one, it's stock, still has the floppy drive in there, and I might buy a Gotek for it. I'm not spending money buying SD card reader or CF card reader for this. Like, I've already sampled all the sounds in this that I could possibly sample, and at this point, if I got a good beat that I want to save, I would just sample it into the MPC 1000, one of the MPCs that I got. I have so many. I've been busy with my businesses, so I haven't got a chance to use them like I used to. But I'm gonna go through, workflow with this, make a quick beat, and finish this boy up. All right, let's see if we can get a loop up in here. Yeah. Grab some sounds off this Lo-Fi 12. I don't feel like putting the turntable over here. Got this. And put it on this pad. And yes. Let's get another sequence going. All right, let's go through these sequences now. Let me see. What is one? Just let's see if we can get a song mode going. It's building a song. That's as far as I've gotten with the ASR-X so far. I'll be chopping up some samples next time on this. And in conclusion, I struggled a little bit remembering how to make a beat. The sequencer is still the same. It's still, you know, hit or miss. But I like it. I like the sound of it. Like, I don't comment a lot on sound because it's so subjective again. But I like the sound of this. It's exactly how I remember. Even with the cheap speakers back then, this sounds great, man. It has a great sound to it. The lows are very low and full. I like this boy, like working on it. I enjoy it. It's my first MPC. It's my first beat machine. And I fell in love with the art of beat making through this. Not through an MPC, through this. Of course, I got an MPC later. I like it. This I'll keep just for the fond memories of back then. Like, I'm glad I can. That just fell off. I'm glad I got it. It brings back good memories. It still sounds good. It still works. Very few problems with it. Only the sequencer is the only issue I'm having right now, the effects. But thanks for watching.